If you're a leader, how are you at correcting mistakes at work? I think most of us, we don't like mistakes, those little goofs that happen. Someone gets something wrong, could be a costly mistake, could just be embarrassing. We don't like them happening. When they occur, what happens next? Is it a situation where it's all about blame and shame? Or can people step back and consider what happened and how do we make sure it doesn't happen again? Two different approaches. One, I believe, can help you much more professionally. You may be thinking, hey, who is this guy? My name's Ken Okel. I'm a professional speaker, and I talk to audiences about ways you can improve your performance on the job. I give insider knowledge from my time spent in broadcast news, hurricane relief, and professional ballet. Now, I know, unusual combination. In each and every field, though, I had to perform at a high level every day under pressure. The first part of correcting mistakes at work is simply defining the mistake, making sure you've got all the facts, you understand what went wrong. Sometimes we kind of skip over this step. Invest the time to understand what happened. Next, I want you to think big picture, because an otherwise good employee may have made a mistake simply because their workload lately has been too high. An unusual mistake from an otherwise dependable worker may suggest a larger issue that you need to look at. You can't expect people to double their workload and perform with excellence in everything. Was it a situation where someone was given an intense deadline to finish something complicated, and of course the quality of work, well, in that short amount of time, it just wasn't that good? Sometimes there are reasons behind the mistake that suggest this is a problem area, and if you don't address the problem area, like a heavy workload, you may see more mistakes in the future. It's also good to consider whether the mistake occurred due to a lack of training. Let's say a good employee leaves, they're the one who knows how to do something. An existing employee or perhaps a new employee is brought in. They know a little bit about what to do, but they don't have that higher level of expertise. If an employee is lacking skills that could create mistakes or problems down the road, you probably want to invest in some sort of training to make sure they're up to speed, they'll be productive in the role, and there won't be a lot of mistakes. Final thing to keep in mind when correcting mistakes at work, think about how do we keep this from happening in the future. I know, it's very tempting just to kind of blame people. Oh, you messed this up. Can you put the emotions aside for a second and think, what can we do to not have this happen again? And this doesn't just have to be your decision as a leader. Encourage other members of your team to brainstorm, because the solution might be right there. For instance, maybe there was a typo in a sales flyer. You don't want to see that happen. What's the solution? Have another person proofread the flyer before it goes out. Simple correction should cut down on that potential mistake that much more in the future. Think about what are solutions that can work. This can be a good team building exercise as well. Remember, you don't have to have all the answers. For more about me, go to my website, kenokel.com. While there, you can check out some of my speaking presentations, you can read my articles, and you can listen to my podcast, The 2-Minute Takeaway. Hope these tips can help. Mistakes can be great opportunities to strengthen your organization. Try to see the positives and not just blame people. I'm Ken Okel. Take care.